Man, I even got green stream health right now. Yeah. God, what a fucking joke show. Not sure if you can see it in the webcam. I've got the Lynx hooked up through VGA. I'm getting the same crap. So, maybe it is the motherboard. The Lynx motherboard. Scanline converter still works too. But it does tell me that that little VGA converter cord works as well. That's kind of cool. So, OBS says I'm still getting 75% frame droppage, and the kilobytes per second is yellow and red. CPU usage is only 20% though. I do have an oscilloscope. Yeah, lots of dropped frames, but is that just my shitty upload connection speed through Comcast or what? Because I took it back down. Let's see, on my video settings, the canvas is still 1920 1080, but the output scaled resolution is 1280 720. And I took the filter back to bicubic, and it's on 30 frames a second. I also disabled Aero. I'm not sure if that's helping anything. I still want to blame the shitty upload speed. I'm not sure if testing again would actually help anything, show any difference. My download speed is right near 2829 megabytes or megabits download, so that's more than I pay for. But upload, man, it just, for the longest time I couldn't get, well, I'm still bouncing around it, but 2.5 megabit, 2.4, and now it's showing 2.5, 2.6. Testing a server in Chicago. This is the Google internet speed test. Well, I thought maybe we would just go ahead and put it on a different Lynx, which means I have to recap it. I guess I don't have to, but it would be wise to do so. Or at the very least, let's retest this one as well. Get a baseline without the caps being done. Without the power ICs being changed. Yeah. No power for us. I think that we got a broken leg on the power port. Luckily, I bought a bunch of those too. Two of them were broke. Insert game. Sadly, this is my nicest game. It's working. I got some new speakers coming too. It's hard to get any color on this. Oh yeah, you're already losing lots of frames. I can see it live on YouTube. It's a terrible feed. Well, the only thing I wanted to do was make sure this console worked before we put the mcwill screen mod onto it. You got a bridge R34, which is underneath this thumb wheel. Yeah, the 808 just does not want to suck out these holes very well. I think the pins going through them are almost as large as the hole themselves. The easiest just to heat them. Way easier. Let's see. Q9. Done. R73. This is where this tip really shines, is removing surface mount resistors. You already did R34. CPU usage by OBS and the frame rate. If it is good, your bitrate is too high. CPU usage is 18.5%. I believe I set the output frame rate to 30. Yeah, it's 30. But yeah, I think I still got the bitrate set at what your settings suggested at 59 or whatever the stupid was. Oh, I can change that one on the fly, looks like. Maybe. Let's see. Put it back down to 1,000, which was what YouTube was actually suggesting. Oh, we got green now. UCR32, did you switch to GPU acceleration? It didn't have the option. It had hardware, or if I switched it back to simple, I think it said something about hardware acceleration. I don't remember it saying anything about GPU acceleration. But yeah, remember this is just a laptop. Stable frame rate now, looks good, right on. These fuses are not worth saving. I mean, you gotta take them out anyway, but you don't need to desolder them, just cut them out and throw them away. I think they're a thermal overload if this lamp gets too hot or something. I'm guessing you can still get that new. I keep saving all the old parts and I'm not even sure if I need to. I can change the bitrate to 2500. Alrighty. Oh, we went to yellow. Orange. And back down to green. And red. Orange. Red. Red. Yellow. Green. Now you want to try 1700. Another thing I hate is all of the settings window. The OK, cancel, apply buttons are hidden behind the Windows bar every fucking time I open it. At 1700, it's still changing from several shades between yellow and green, but VCR32 says in the USA nobody has good internet. I didn't think that was the case, but I don't remember. I was watching a documentary, or maybe it was Adam Ruins Everything was talking about it. I didn't realize how far behind we really were. I know the cost is ridiculous, but Well, let's see. Now we check the 5 volts. This ought to be interesting since I haven't changed the caps or done the power circuitry stuff. .9. All that really means is we could safely add the mcwill screen mod to this, but I definitely don't plan on, or I should say I definitely do plan on capping it, but since it's so easy, let's just go ahead and do the power stuff. For those that don't know, we're replacing Q11. In-channel MOSFET, 2 amp, 600 volt, manufacturer part number Pt.2 I got mine from Mauser. I couldn't tell you how much they were. They're not really expensive or anything. And ZD1. I forgot to write that down. Which way it's oriented. The black ring away from center. I like to write that down so I don't have to try to figure it out every single time. Model 1. Black ring away from center. Manufacturer part number BZX79C4V3. I believe those were the part numbers that somebody else gave on Atari Age. And I'm not going to zoom in since this is a stream, but I just cut the legs on the MOSFET. That way I can just desolder the thick side and wipe off the legs. If I ever do a polished video, I'll show you zoomed in and everything. Just not going to worry about it for right now. as well do another 5-volt test, right? .92. Desolder that speaker because the more it fucking flops around, the more likely it is to break those wires. Now what? Oh yeah, the whole Pt.2 to 5-volt BS that I found out the other day. Let's see, TP12 is right here, but on the back side, that via is completely surrounded by 5-volt plain. So I thought yesterday it would be just stupid simple to scratch off some solder mask and just jumper it right there. I don't need to solder a wire. Double check that. Let's see, 5-volt on pin 1, TP12. Yep. Man, that's stupid simple. Marco, you need to change your instructions immediately. I'm also curious if these caps actually test bad. 0.09. It's a 470, so I'm showing 530, which it could be parallel with some other stuff. But 0.09 equivalent series resistance is not terrible. There you go, 0.0465. I believe that's a 10. Yep. Oh, there we go. That one's in parallel with the 470 because this is a 10 as well. 0.11 resistance. Another 10 at 0.16, a little high. .2 at 0.02. Yeah, they are 2.2s. 2.18, 0.02. Well, these are actually all testing out pretty good. .07. That's 100 microfarad. There's a 1 microfarad. 0.9 microfarads. 0.026. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 underneath that shield. We got one right here. 2 microfarad, 25 volt. Also in parallel with the big 470. Looks like a 47. Ugh. .12. 1 microfarad, 50 volt. Spot on. Another 10. 9.25, 1045. Yeah, most of these caps are looking pretty good. More 47. Again, in parallel with the 470. Man, that's a lot of electrolytics on the same power rail, isn't it? We got 2 10s and a 47 and a 470. Sorry I haven't looked at the chat in a while. How many people are even watching right now? 56? Been streaming for 36 minutes. Stream health is green. And at least I got a stream going again. God, I didn't know if it was going to happen again today. I'm starting to get really aggravated. So anyway, I'm not too worried about the caps. Obviously I'll replace them before I sell the console, or this one might actually go to Corey. So we've got TP12 to 5 volts. Don't damage the I call it FFC, FPC of the LCD. You may disconnect. Oh, that's for the mcwill screen mod. And he's talking about disconnecting it to solder to the ground pin that he put underneath the FFC. Still unsure why he did that. So I think I put a foot-long VGA cord on that one, and I probably didn't need to. Looking back, I'm just going to go ahead and desolder it off of this one because I've got access to the solder points. Let's see, we had one wire on that pad, a couple of short ones on power and ground. You know what I don't have? The damn plastic screws and spacers and shit. Yeah, might as well take them off there since it's not frickin' working. That's all I need to do is send a link to that stream to Marco. He might have a quick fix for this one. Alf 717, you did not miss much. The first one has not been fixed, although we did test the VGA adapter cord and it seems to work. Got it all soldered up. So we're moving on to another one. I've tested this one, so we're at least starting with one we know works. That wire hanging out for our backlight and 2 wires for power. Alright, so 14, 16, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18. Just no need to count it. I mean, these things are pretty well lined up. Eight. Make a lot more sense starting left or right, since I'm starting from the right hand. Rogue State wants me to look at his PAL N64. I don't really do customer work anymore. If you've got a PAL 64, are you in PAL territory? Because it would make sense to find somebody in your territory. But go to my frequently asked questions page on my website and you'll see a link to my recommended modders. I have guys all over the world. That could probably help you better than me. I'm starting to think it was that one that I needed to cut down spacers on. I probably should have just cut them all down when I had the chance. We got people watching that weren't watching the other day. I had a hell of a time with these damn spacers that you have to make yourself from this piece of plastic on the back of the original LCD screen. So you cut out the corners basically. That leaves them too big. They need to be cut down fairly small so they don't interfere with that and that. Is what I mostly had problems with. And we were complaining about it being plastic, or I was complaining about it being plastic, until I realized that all of this plane of copper is 5 volts, not ground. Which I was looking at the mcwill screen earlier, and I noticed this piece right here. It makes me wonder if he was thinking about just having 5-volt jumper onto that right there, but I never did actually test to see if that's 5 volts or not. No, it's ground. So just imagine having a metal screw right there. And you got 5-volt and ground right next to each other. Got a gnat. It's good for gnats. Purple cleaner. Gnats and flies and shit, they can't fly if purple cleaner is on their wings. This Flynn's asking me about my mat, my SD mat. It's the only one I've ever had, so I don't have nothing to compare to. But I'm not impressed. Like, all these burn spots are just from me flopping solder off my tip onto it. It burns immediately. I got some big holes. Is that on camera? Yep. But it was cheap. So I really can't. It was cheaper than the 3M stuff I found. God, shit's ridiculous. Mies J420. We haven't figured out the first one yet. It's sitting right here. I say we because people were watching. We hooked it up to the computer monitor behind me, and it showed the same output. And instead of trying to figure it out, I just put it to the side for now. Oh my God, you gotta be shitting me. So there's definitely something I am doing wrong. Oh Lord. It's funny, he never actually makes the connection that 14 is clock A and 16 is D1 and 18 is D0. Or, yeah. Well, I can eliminate the Atari, the Lynx, because it worked before we did this. So that's not it. I guess I can double check this one for shorts. Let's see. Kind of difficult to do. Nothing. Yeah, I rarely use my oscilloscope. I don't think I've owned it since 2012 though. With the what is it? Can't even remember the damn model number of it. Yeah, I don't use it very often. I've had it out this year. Deja vu. Yeah. Something to switch it between Lynx 1 and Lynx 2 is very possible because I ordered 10 Lynx 2 kits and 1 Lynx 1 kit. But I just don't think there's a difference. I don't remember there being one packaged that specifically said this is the Lynx 1. Electron Ass says the install guide says to peel the LCD flex cable off the Lynx main board like tape, no desoldering. Yeah, there's no desoldering. Guess we'll have to shoot Marco an email. Let's see what I'm missing here. You'd think they'd work the same, right? Model 1, Model 2 Lynx. Oh, look at that. Right there it is. Yes! Oh my god, now I'm mad as hell. Fuck! Oh my god, it's right there. It's right there. It even says LNX 1 and 2, and there's a resistor on the two pads of 472, so 4.7K. Okay, so yes, that one's set for 2. Now I need to find one that's set for 1. I swear he didn't ship it to me like it was preset. or he didn't ship it separately. The one that was preset for one. Unless for some reason the one that I sold was set for one. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 10. Crap, and these are all set for 2. Yeah, maybe he just screwed up. So, but see, what I'm wondering is, for Model 1, do I just bridge the jumper? And I was looking for that resistor to not be there. Maybe I need to be looking for that bridge to be soldered. Not the bridge, the jumper to be soldered. God, that's aggravating as all hell. No, none of them are soldered. And the only other kit that I installed was sold to somebody in Spain. It's probably not even there yet. There's nothing in the instructions about that, though. Not that I remember seeing. Right there it is, right fucking there. This is the Lynx 1, and it's showing open with that resistor right there. Fuck! Aggravating. Still green on the stream health. 60 people watching. Oh, YouTube commenters. You're so clever. I just got one that said this man has a bald head. No shit. I shave my head. I'm not completely bald yet. I'm pretty close. So I guess the question is, do I wait to hear back from mcwill or solder that jumper and see what it does? I don't really want to fry one, that's for sure. Nah, fry another board. Yeah. I guess what we need maybe is somebody that's done a Model 1 install that could show it to us. If it's just a solder block on there, then that's probably all I need to do. Jeff Jones says, well, make mistakes. No one's immune. I've never, ever tried to say that I don't make mistakes. It's one thing about live stream versus polished videos. You guys get to see me screw shit up. I'm going to get a refill. I think we're all in agreement here. Try this shit, but just out of curiosity, which one it is. It doesn't seem to be either. There we go. So it's a 3.3 pull-up. Just irritates me he didn't say nothing. Now what? Won't turn on? Fuck. No game. Wrong freaking one. This is the one we did a couple days ago. I did a couple days ago. Looking good. Ah. Why are we upside down? Electron Ash is freaking out about $365. About what? Victory. Agreed. Huge, massive relief is what it really is to me. So this one's capped. ICs are replaced. It's all ready to go. Now, the one that I worked on today. Not been capped yet, but power ICs have been changed. Super. Upside down again. I'm going to see this with all the Lynxes. I already forget which one it is. Oh, man. Live videos are best. We can see the cursing and things working in real time. Yeah. Yeah, but I would have not gotten to this without the chat. So yeah, I definitely thank everybody for egging me on to look for some kind of jumper, switch, whatever. Gadget UK 164. McWill needs a slap for not mentioning that jumper. Damn fucking right. There's a few things I'd like to slap him for on this thing. Oh, Electron Ash was the winner about the 375 for the pre-modded Lynx. Yeah. Yeah, it's because it's, dude. 20 sex? What's an SEK? From Jean. Appreciate it, man. Have you been here long watching the whole thing?